May 2nd, 2134. 35 years after the war. Today's the anniversary. I'm only 19, but I feel like my whole life has been a war for survival. Soldiers say, "You lot ought to feel like the luckiest scumbags on the bloody planet for making it this far. None of you would have made it without us." Even if that's right, doesn't make how you treat us justifiable. They're monsters, every one of them. May 20th. I haven't explained the library yet. My home. Outside of traveling across zones, it's where I spend all of my free time. Not too long ago, all I had was free time, outside of stealing for food. But I've recently grown tired. These past 6 months or so, they've drained me, made me weak. I decided in order to keep on doing what I'm doing, I would have to bend the knee and find work. It hasn't been terrible, but my feet fucking kill me. Anyway, enough of that. Back to the library. It stands along collapsed buildings, missing only one side of it. I imagine the older architecture is what saved it from bending over like the skyscrapers. Aside from me, it has several other occupants that sleep in it, but no one else that cares to read the books it stores. Maybe they need the inspiration I get. May 21st. I've just come back from another zone, and it's taken me quite a while, but I think I found out where I was. The Sleeping Giant, in what was once Canada. The Sleeping Giant is a series of mesas and resembles a giant lying on its back when viewed from the west to north-northwest section of Thunder Bay, Ontario. A city that had a population of 127,201 before the war. Now, the reason it took me longer than other zones was the giant's view. Looking out from its peak was like looking out across an oceanic horizon. Lake Superior's waters are so much more blue than most lakes, and I don't know, that threw me off. I can't forget this. A soldier grabbed me in the tunnel, but instead of torturing me, he told me... What was it? June 5th. I work in the city. I hate this goddamn place. The type of jobs can be either searching through scraps, working the assembly line in the factory, making weapons, pipes, and any other crude metals, or shipping it all using your feet. This place is so fucked. Some days, it doesn't feel so bad. But I was beaten today. Why can't I just stay at any of the zones I visit? Maybe I'm, I don't know, better off just digging through a new tunnel and doing what I was always planning on doing. I just can't keep living like this. This city and these people are just filthy, fucking slimy, scummy pieces of shit, and I can't fucking handle it anymore. God, what did that soldier say? Why does it feel like it was just a dream? He was real. What did he say? June 11th. I fell in love last night. Oh my god, just putting it down makes me feel weird. So, I arrived in a field in the middle of a festival. Not only was that a huge first, but a group of kids my age just picked me up and added me to their group. The first thing I almost always do when I talk to someone is ask them where I am, but this time, Well, after what happened to me, I don't know, like, I wanted to be free. Free from myself. Free from the life I knew awaited me after I closed my eyes. Without meaning to or asking for it, they took me under their collective wing. Sam, Ryan, Xerxes, Marzi, Alana, and Jen. Ryan and Alana were the power couple leading the group. Marzi was the one that scooped me up, and after talking to them for what felt like a few seconds, I feel like all of us in the group kind of got a hint that Jen and I had some sort of chemistry. Like I can't even express how much my heart swells whenever I think about it. It's the kind of thing you can't deny, like it just feels like nature taking its course. God. So, we talked for a bit before getting into dancing. I'm not used to dancing, at least not to what was playing, so it took me a second to get into it, but once I did, I was in. Before I knew it, the sun was rising and I was getting sleepy. Jen and I went off to be alone and talk more. I asked her about her life and she told me everything. All of her joys, worries, mistakes, and triumphs. Then she asked about my life. At the time, I thought to myself, what do I tell her? I couldn't lie to her, it didn't feel right, so I performed a balancing act to evade explicit situations. Told her mostly about my travels and research into them. Then she kissed me. When my eyes closed, I came back to this bloody fucking tunnel. I'm certain I'll never meet Jen again in my life, and it hurts me so much just to think about it. But I can't help thinking about her. She floats in my mind, taking over any thoughts of doubt or worry. I know it's impossible, but I have to see her again. I have it. The soldier said...
How'd you get here? What did you do? You have to forget this place. You're not supposed to be here.
That's what he said. I'm sure of it. But why was that so hard to remember? And why could I still go back without any resistance? I have to find that soldier. I have to remember his face.